Hello friends, and welcome to our midweek update for November 5th, 2025. And just a little behind the scenes, I have had a lot of coffee this morning, so I'm pretty jacked up. This will likely be the fastest midweek update in the history of midweek updates, but I love coffee, and sometimes I just can't get enough.
Now that's fresh mountain-grown coffee from the hills of Colombia.
All right, let's jump in. Here's a couple things that I want you to know. We get to celebrate Jeff and Jane Elkins and their ministry among us this coming Sunday. So I would encourage you to be here. Our morning worship services are going to be high energy, a lot of music, some great guests, reception to follow both of our services. And I would encourage you to give a gift to Jeff and Jane as they prepare for sabbatical next year. I'm recommending the church make a gift to them via Venmo. And so that information will be in our announcement sheet and on our website. I would encourage you, as you were generous to us for our 25th anniversary, be generous to them as well. And let's bless the Elkins family in celebration of their 25 years of ministry among us. That's coming up this Sunday, November 9th. I also want to keep in front of you a couple of mission opportunities. One is local. Sweet potatoes and stuffing. We are working with John 3 to provide Thanksgiving baskets. With everything going on in our community and in our nation, those have become even more urgent and essential. So as you're shopping, pick up some extra boxes of stuffing mix, cans of sweet potatoes, bring those to the church. We'll get them to John 3 and bless our community over Thanksgiving. And then globally, we are doing our World Missions Offering. $344,000 is our goal to send to missionaries and mission points all over the world, including building a compassion center in Indonesia. And I want to speak specifically to our online community. I'm asking you to be a part of this mission goal with the church as a whole. And so if you as an online community would be a part of that, the information to give is right here on the screen. I would encourage your generosity to do just that. Oh, and one more thing. We are coming up November, December. We are a distribution point for Trav's Codes for Kids. So if you're looking for an opportunity to serve in a very tangible way, to give your time, consider this as a prime opportunity to do so. Okay, our minor prophet of the week is the book of Micah. And it doesn't often line up this way, but it just so happens this coming Sunday, November 9th, I'll be teaching on Micah. And so as we've gone through reading each of these 12, it just happened to align perfectly with this. Let me give you a little context. And as I've said before, the timeline, little timeline video, you can watch a little 5-minute summary to give you what's going on historically. Would encourage you to watch that. But Micah is a prophet from the southern kingdom, but he's observing what's happening in the northern kingdom. Here Assyria comes through and they've destroyed Israel. They've destroyed the northern kingdom. All right, Micah, even though he lives in the south, he's just kind of right on that cusp, right on that border between the north and the south. And so when Assyria comes in and wipes out Israel, Micah's hometown is destroyed as well, and he probably flees to Jerusalem. So what he does is he gives this prophecy about Israel and about how Judah will one day face judgment as well, but that's within the context. His hometown had been obliterated when Assyria invaded. And so his book basically has 3 compartments to it. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 is a book of doom. And if you read the first 3 chapters of Micah and it feels depressing, well, just think how you would feel if your hometown had been obliterated, right? So there's a lot of doom and gloom in that. Chapters 4 and 5 is the second compartment, and Micah has some visions of, okay, we know the immediate is bad, but now we look ahead and we see what God is going to do in the future, and it's a book of vision and hope. And then the last section of Micah, chapters 6 and 7, is a collection of consolation sayings. In other words, even though you're going through a difficult time now, there's hope for the future. God is with you in the present. And that is the message of the book of Micah, that even in troubling times, God's presence is with you. So there are 3 passages in particular I want to point out about Micah. For me, this is an order of importance. So remember I said that all of the minor prophets were in one volume, one scroll. And if you were to take that scroll and stretch it all the way out and then start to roll it up toward the middle, the very middle of the 12 minor prophets is right here. It's almost with a book. You have this crease in the book. If you take the scroll and roll it up right in the middle are 2 verses, and this is really considered to be the crease of the minor prophets, is Micah chapter 3 verse 12 and chapter 4 verse 1. So listen to 3:12. Therefore, because of you, Zion will be plowed like a field, Jerusalem will become a heap of rubble, the Temple Hill a mound of overgrown thickets. So a lot of doom and gloom there. But then you go to chapter 4 verse 1, the very next verse. In the last days, the mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as the highest of the mountains. It will be exalted above the hills, and the peoples will stream to it. You move from doom and gloom to hope and glory. That's the crease. That's where the minor prophets pivot. That's where they turn. Yes, right now is difficult, but the future looks bright. And so right there in the middle of this seemingly hopeless feeling, there's hope in the Lord. Okay, so that's just kind of the crease. That's the hinge of the minor prophets. Another verse that I think is very important, and we'll come to this during Advent, is Micah chapter 5, verses 2 through 6. This is a prophecy of the Messiah. In fact, when the wise men would come from the east to Jerusalem, where is the Messiah to be born? They would go to Micah chapter 5, verse 2 in Bethlehem. We'll come to this prophecy during Advent. And then finally, and this is the verse that we will take time to look at on Sunday, Micah 6:8, which is for my money, one of the most beautiful passages in Scripture. He has shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, to walk humbly with your God. Enjoy reading the book of Micah, focus on that message, and let's walk humbly with God this week in His presence. Love being your pastor. Lord bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.